see you. How's your week been? Good? Okay? Not so great. It's Ben here. Really good to be with you this morning. Do you ever have a plan for things, how you want it to go, and it just doesn't go how you intended it to go? You had an idea of a certain thing that was going to happen and it just didn't go as you planned. Maybe you were planning to play outside and it rained all day and you couldn't do it. Or maybe you were baking some cookies and you left them in the oven like I do, and you forgot about them and they just got burnt and it didn't go to plan. Life hasn't really gone to plan this year, has it? It's not quite what we've been expecting. Maybe, I bet you didn't expect to be off school for 4 months and not able to go to kids' church. The truth is, in the story of God's people and in the Bible, that happens a lot. Things don't go to plan, and often it's God's people who've got themselves into their own mess and they face some pretty difficult times, and oftentimes they're wondering, where is God in all this, and does he have a plan, and what is he doing? But here's the thing, God always shows up and he speaks to them and he tells them, don't worry, I have a plan for you. It's a good plan. It's a plan for your future. Trust me, I will make it happen. And I want to speak and read to you a little bit in the Bible where God does this. He speaks into a moment that's really difficult and that isn't going to plan for God's people. They've been taken away to a foreign land called Babylon because of their sin, and it's not a place they want to be. They've had to leave their home, and they're thinking, what is going on? And there's some people telling them, oh, don't worry about it. It's all going to be all right. You'll be home in no time. But God shows up and he says, no, this is what I want to say to you. So let me read it to you. It's in Jeremiah chapter 29. This is the message from God, Israel's God, to all the exiles who have had to go away from their home, Jerusalem, to Babylon, a foreign land. Build houses and make yourselves at home. Put in gardens and eat what grows in the country. Make yourselves at home there and work for your country's best. Pray for this country, Babylon. If things go well for Babylon, things will go well for you. Yeah, believe it or not, this is my message, God's message. Don't listen to those so-called preachers and those know-it-alls who are telling you that it's all going to work out fine just in a moment. Don't pay attention to the fantasies that they're coming up with just to please you. They're not sent from me. Listen to what I have to say. As soon as Babylon's 70 years are up, and not a day before, I will show up and care for you, just as I promised, and I will bring you back home. I know what I'm doing. I have it all planned out. Plans to take care of you, not abandon you. Plans to give you the future you hope for. And when you call on me in this moment, when you come and pray for me, I will listen. And when you come looking for me, you're going to find me. Yes, when you get serious about finding me, I will make sure that you're not disappointed. This is what I have to say to you. What I love about this is that God shows up and he speaks the truth. He says, don't listen to those people that are just pretending or creating ideas that don't make sense. Listen to what I have to say. And he speaks the truth. He says, look, it's not all going to just click of the fingers, work out okay, but I am working out a plan for you. I know exactly what I am doing, and it's a plan for good. And then he tells them two things that he wants them to do. He says, first of all, make the best of the situation that you're in, even if it's not as you planned. And second of all, search for me with all your heart again. And then God promises to be with them no matter what. He promises that he's got a plan for them and he's working it out. And it's a good plan and it's full of hope for their future. And he says to them, if you seek me, you will find me. I promise you that. Truth was, it was the people of God who had got themselves into the mess in the first place. It wasn't God's fault. And yet he was so good at working out a plan for them. Do you know that God has a plan for your life too? And it's a really good plan, and it's a plan for hope for your future. Even if you can't always see it working out, even if this moment isn't as you planned, God has a plan for you, and he has a plan for his world, and he's working it out. And he's inviting us in this moment to make the best of the situation that we can and to seek him again with all of our heart. Why don't you do that this week? And why don't you ask God to speak to you a little bit about what his plan is for your life? Well, that's us for this morning. If you're watching along on YouTube, why don't you head over to our website, www.vineyard.co.uk/kids, and there's lots of resources and activities that will help you engage with God together as a family. He really wants to meet with you, so why not jump over there? And I've got an exciting announcement. Next weekend was the time where we are getting together as families from church to gather. But what we're doing is we're going to gather on Zoom for a special event. It's going to look a little bit different. It's going to be a party. We're going to join in a shine party with the rest of the Vineyard UK and Ireland. It's going to be really fun. But you need to sign up, okay? So head over to our website. It's going to be 6:30 on Saturday night, this coming Saturday. Go to our website, sign up, and we'll send you some more details as well on email so you can do that. Really excited about it. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. All right. Have a great week. Bye.